horrible video. Blech. Do I want to deal with the stress? It says 6 to 16 minutes.
It's a really crappy order.
Hey everybody, I'm back again. I'm on another dash. About to start. It's 8:34 in the morning. So I'm going out a little early today. I couldn't sleep. So I figured I might as well get up and have my coffee and read and just head out. I also can't dash as long today because the boy has piano at 2 o'clock, so I have to be back in time for him to head there. So I can only dash until about 1 o'clock, and I have to be done at 1 o'clock, which means, you know, I can't take orders that put me too far after 1 o'clock. Anyway, so we're about to head out and see how it is. I have no idea if it's gonna be anything decent out there. We'll see. Okay. I do want to say a huge thank you to the subscriber who used the Buy Me a Coffee link and sent me some money. That was so kind. Like, it just to think that a stranger sent me like a kind comment and donation like that was just like amazing. It really just made my evening and my day. So I just wanted to say thank you to that subscriber. I don't know if she wants a full call out, so I won't do that. There is a comment though, you can find it if you're so inclined. But anyway, thank you so much for that. That was really kind and appreciated. So, and as you'll see from the video that will come out tomorrow, by the time this one comes out, apparently I'm not giving up on a microphone yet. My husband ordered a different one, which is magnetized, so it will, I guess, be more secure to my shirt and down a little bit, so it won't like butt up against me or get tucked into my shirt to cause muffled like that horrible video was that I premiered. So horrible. Anyway, so I guess I'm not giving up yet. We'll see how that one works. I'm at the first spot, and I think I see multiple drivers around waiting for an order, so that's not good. It says 4 to 14 minutes. I don't know if I've ever been out this early before, so I really don't know if it's busy this time of day. I'm guessing not. And I'm not actually even in a hot zone right now, it's saying. The only hot zone is a small one in Richland and a very small, like one small one in Kennewick and one bigger one in Kennewick. Blech. This might have been fruitless coming out this early. Oh well. What was I gonna do? Sit. Alright, we got our first order. It's $5.79 going, I think, 3 miles or so. Not super great, but not horrible either. And I'm right here next to Mickey D's.
Okay, this is going 7 minutes away. And it is kind of sunny again today. Partly. Mostly. Partly, mostly. At times.
Drive southeast.
Now and then.
Then
Okay.
drive southwest for 400.
Oh.
Well, the zones got bigger. Still not really saying anything where we just came from, but I got that order, even though there wasn't anything. So, that's why I can't rely on the map so much. Somebody got pulled over. Oh, here comes an order. 620, 3.5 miles, Miss Tamale. Oh, I think we have to go back. We have to turn around. Because Miss Tamale, let's go this way, is behind us. Yep. But that's okay. It's not that far. We were actually there the other morning when I was surprised they were open that early. And here we are at 9 o'clock with another order from Miss Tamale. It's kind of weird. I'm also guessing this isn't going far from the restaurant because it says it's 3 miles total, and I am at least a mile and a half, 2 miles from the restaurant. So it should be a pretty easy drop off. I guess we'll see. All right, now I'm trying to decide if I go back to that West Richland or head to Richland, because I'm kind of like, I'm basically in between. It's probably actually a little further to get to Richland than back to West Richland, so I think I'll just go back to West Richland. I think so. Yeah, I think so. I don't know for sure, but I think so. Waiting for orders again, and I am sitting here debating with myself whether to try and turn shop and deliver back on, because I don't know how much it's affecting my orders. Do I want to deal with the stress of the heavy cases of water? I really wish they would just at least put that in the order information, like a heavy item alert, for those that just can't do it up, 3 flights of stairs. But why would they be concerned for our safety? I mean, what do they care? Oh, what to do? Do I turn it on? Do I try it? I can turn it off again. I just can't Well, I decided to turn it on. Hopefully I don't regret it. I just don't know how much it's affecting how much I make. Because for being out for 4 hours yesterday, this is a crap order. $4.11 to go. 3.7 miles. Whatever. It's so slow. Anyway, yesterday was a 4-hour dash. My total timeout, not my active time. And I only made $65. So that is not good. So I gotta see if Shop and Deliver makes that much of a difference or not. I'm already at the place at McDonald's.
Away, 3 miles away, and it's 8 minutes. It's 2 apartments, and it's a hand it to with a pin. Yay! For $4. People are ridiculous. Come on! Like, turn left, then turn left. How hard is it to tip $2 extra? So it's a decent order, honestly. I know that $2 would just turn left. Oh. And I have a really stupid twitch in my eye. It's like, you know, your eyelid, and it actually affects your vision a little bit because it's twitching so much. Another hormone symptom. I whine a lot. I'm a whiner. In a quarter mile, turn right onto Key Road.
Somebody just added like $3.34. Well, that gal just added a $3.34 tip to it. So I wish that happened more often. And I so wish they understood, like, people will decline those orders because they just don't know that that's going to happen. Unless they get somebody like me who's just trying to get that acceptance rate up higher so they can decline orders like that. That's the sad thing. But what do you do? I don't know. I guess drivers would just have to take more chances, but more often than not, it bites them in the butt. So they don't. They've been burned too many times. This car needs some work, man. I gotta get that noise checked out and hope it's the struts still. Needs an alignment after I get the struts fixed. Need to get an oil change. We just sanitized some coffee.
See those cars? Pretty sure those are fellow Dashers. We're all like competing for orders. Is it bad that I hope they're not platinum like I am? It's not very nice. That's not very nice of me.
I was also just thinking about the donation again. And it's like, it was through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. And that donation will actually buy us, you know, like 2.5 pounds of coffee beans from Costco. Because we rarely get coffee out. It's too expensive. We have a little espresso machine at home. So that'll buy us a lot of coffees. Just so you know out there. You just bought us like a lot of coffees. Unfortunately, I can only have morning coffee now. I can't have another coffee in the afternoon unless it's decaf. It just makes me... It affects me quite a bit. I'm pretty sure it's because of the menopause stuff. Sometimes it makes my heart rate go up. Sometimes it just gives me like that anxious feeling, or just like just don't feel good when I have a second coffee. And I used to have a second coffee all the time in the afternoon. And it was a nice treat, but now if I want one, it has to be decaf, and we don't keep decaf beans at home. So I keep saying I need to just switch to like tea in the afternoon or something. That would be nice. It says 6 to 16 minutes. I'm glad I've at least had 3 orders so far, because it's kind of a slow day. And I'm also getting hungry. I brought my bar. It just doesn't sound very good right now. I really still have to figure out the bar thing. Find one that I like better. I've tried a few and they just either have like a weird consistency, or they just, I don't know. They don't do anything for me. They don't taste good. If you have a protein bar you like, let me know in the comments, because I've tried many. And I just can't find one that I like and is not like just junky, you know, like too much sugar or too many nuts. Anyway. Got an order, $6.20 to go a mile or so from that coffee shop over here. I had to turn around, but it's that coffee shop.
Turn right onto Riverstone Drive. Then Urban Grounds will be on the right.
Okay. The coffee shop you can only get to going this direction on this street. You can't get it to it going the direction I was going. Anyway, we're about to pull out. I have a DoorDash for Kyra. Okay. Well, we got kind of a crappy order. It's like, I can't remember the exact numbers because we know I'm numerically challenged. It's 5 something to go 6 miles. But I took it because it's slow. It's only 10:15 or so. And I mean, I took that other low order and it ended up being a much better order. So I guess I'm gonna take the chance while I am increasing my decline power for the $2 orders that I absolutely will not do. So we're heading there now.
Oh my hell, this is going 11 minutes away. It's a really crappy order. Boo!
this is another, so far, crap order. $7.20, 13 minutes, 9 miles. It's like 6 sub sandwiches going to a business, like a mechanical business. Maybe I should tell them my tip can be them looking at my car and telling me what the crap is wrong with it. I'm sure they'd go for it. Okay, no, they probably wouldn't.
I am so annoyed at this delivery. I cannot tell you how far out this is.
Drive southeast on North Railroad Avenue, then turn left onto East Foster Wells Road.
So far out.
Continue for a half mile.
Unbelievable. And it's a complete round trip, so I might have made $2 or $3 from this. Maybe. Unbelievable. Unless they increase the tip now that delivery's done, I don't understand. I'm so... With as far as this order came, I'm guessing it's more than a $2 base pay. If it's not, I'll be so angry with DoorDash. What's new? And if it is, that means the tip is even lower than $5. Like, I don't get it. I don't get people. I really don't. They can't be that ignorant. I'm sorry. They can't. They're freaking mechanics. Obviously, it's a mechanical training building. Listen, I don't want you working on my car if you can't even, like, figure out how to tip a driver going 20 miles round trip to bring you stupid sub sandwiches. He's choosing Texas second
Okay, we got an order $17.75, I think, to go 11 miles. It looks like 3 bottles of Pinot Grigio wine. So, I mean, at least it's a decent order. I don't know where it's going, 11 miles away, but gonna go get it. Hopefully they have the wine. All right, that was a relatively easy shop, even though it took me a minute to find. It was boxed wine, or like, not box, yeah, box, but you know, those like pint size instead of like a big box. Anyway, and it's just going back to West Pasco, which is close to my parents, my mom. I don't think I can get out that way.
In 300 feet, turn left onto North Edison Street.
Can I? Maybe I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Okay. I wasn't sure if they had a divider up here.
Turn left onto North Edison Street.
Oh, I mean, at least this, I was glad to see that it wasn't like out in Findlay, because that would have been another round trip, which would have sucked.
Continue for 1 mile.
So this isn't really necessarily a round trip. But I am gonna decide if I'm done, because I'm dashing tonight as well while the boy is in karate, so I might be done after this, since this was a decent order and it puts me, I think, above where I need to be to make $100 for today, all said and done, if I do pretty well tonight. So we'll see. I don't know. Let's get this wine to its person. I don't know what I'm saying.
Baby, I can love you better. I
was fine. Her little dog got out, but he went and peed on a couple things and then went right back. So I always get worried that the doggy won't go back. I don't like missing doggies. Anyway, so I did end my dash. I am at $56. That Jersey Mike's was a $5 tip, like I thought, all the way out there. Absolutely ridiculous. I just don't get it. But whatever, it is what it is. I didn't do a fun fact or story of the day. So I figured I would just do it right now before I get on the freeway. It's a not so fun story. It goes with the story from yesterday's video, which will be out tomorrow. When I moved to Nashville, I lived there for a while, and I mentioned there was a reason why I had to leave Nashville, and I didn't end up staying there for very long. So while I was there, I was at some friend's house, and we had eaten dinner, and then I think we were watching a movie or something, or playing, I think we had also played cards. And then all of a sudden I was about to head home, and I lived about 45 minutes from there. I still had the nanny job that I mentioned. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll have to go watch that video. But, yeah, I all of a sudden had like a really sharp pain in my abdomen. And at first I just thought it was intestinal, like, you know, I didn't know if it was gas or just something didn't agree with me or what, but before heading out, I decided to stay there and make sure, you know, it was going to subside and I could get home. And it was not subsiding. I kept trying to use the bathroom, and nothing was relieving the pain. And so, because it was so late, they just had me stay on their couch, and then hopefully by morning, you know, I would feel better and go home. And so I did. I stayed on their couch, but I did not sleep. I was in so much pain. Like, I might have dozed off a couple times, because it kind of would come in these like waves. Anyway, by morning, I was doubled over. So then there was a concern that something was wrong, you know. So I ended up being taken to the ER, which unfortunately was like a 20-25 minute drive. And it was excruciating. I was in so much pain. By the time I got to the hospital, I needed a wheelchair to get in. I could not even stand or walk. I was in that much pain. I don't think I had ever been in that much pain before. So they got me right in and obviously ran tests. The main concern was like my appendix or a blockage, something, you know, something was going on. And I was in so much pain and kind of to the point where I was out of it by then. And I don't remember like everything that was done. Like, I don't even remember if I had a CT or x-ray. I don't remember. I do remember at one point they decided to do a pelvic exam, and I screamed out. It was awful. Like a female pelvic exam, if you know what I mean. And so they sent me back to the room after that, and they kept drawing labs. And of course, nobody had really told me anything, like, you know, what they thought was going on. I don't think they knew for sure. And then all of a sudden they came in and said that I was going to need emergency surgery. And of course I was really upset, because I'm so far away from my family. But a an elder in our church was called to come anoint me before going into surgery, and he barely got there in time. And they were getting very concerned, I guess, for my labs. My labs were looking worse and worse and worse. So thankfully elder got there, anointed me like in the prep area where they were getting me ready for surgery. And then of course I only remember counting down from 100. I made it to 98, I think. And the next thing I remember, I was waking up in recovery. So what had happened, I guess, is I had a cyst on my ovary that ruptured. And I guess it ruptured like so forcefully that it caused a little slit in my ovary, like a little cut basically. And that just kept bleeding and bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And by the time like they decided I had to have surgery, my entire cavity up to my diaphragm was filled with blood. And by the time they did take me to surgery, my body was like convulsing. Like my shoulders and everything were like coming in. Like I could not control it, and it was so painful. I had never been in so much pain. But anyway, so I had to have like a cesarean type incision, and they went in and they had to suck as much of the blood out as they could, and then put a little stitch in that ovary and then close me back up. And they think it was just they thought at the time it was just a fluke. Like, you know, people get cysts on their ovaries that rupture, they just don't normally cause so much damage. Anyway, I'm just getting on the freeway, so I know it's gonna get loud, but that's pretty much the recovery from that. Was pretty long, and I just couldn't sustain myself anymore in Nashville. I had to decide to head home so I could take the time I needed to recover, because it was a good long while before I could lean on anything for that incision to heal. And then because of all the blood loss, it took me my body a long time for me to get my energy and strength back. They said I lost, I think they said not quite half my blood volume. Like that's why the labs were going south very quickly, because I kept losing blood more than my body, could replenish. So yeah, and that's not the only time I almost bled to death, but that's the first time. So there's my story of the day. All right, I'm off the freeway now. So again, thank you all for being here and watching another video. And if this is your first time here, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you will hit the like and subscribe so you can see more content in the future from me. More dashing videos, and then eventually, hopefully, just my journey with my PhD as I build my career. And I talk about that in previous videos. You can go watch. There's lots of videos. Yeah, I ended up not doing so good, except for my acceptance rate is now 80%. So finally got it up there. I know I still have to be careful, and one of the issues is going to be 100 orders from now. I'm going to have all of these accept orders that if I decline an order that replaces that, I'm going to lose 1%. So I have to be careful. Eventually, you have to guard them. You have to only use your declines for those really bad $2 or just completely upside down orders. Like that Jersey Mike's one, I would have normally declined that hand. Like, there's no way I would have done that normally. And now that I'm up, I will probably decline stuff like that. Again, You always hope that maybe they'll adjust the tip later on. Like maybe they've been burned by a dasher, I don't know. But so far, no added tip for that one. It's probably going to remain, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's where we're at, and I hope to see you on a future video. So have a great rest of the week, or a great day, and all of that. Weekend, I don't know when this is coming out. Friday, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.